What's going on, everybody? Welcome back for another episode of the PBA Pick'em Preview Show. And I couldn't be joined by a better guest this morning than the man himself, PBA Tour Commissioner Tom Clark. Tom, what's going on, my man?
We're here at the set. It's early in Las Vegas, but it's an early show for the West Coast, so we can be at 1 o'clock Eastern on the East Coast. But here we are. And there's the Masters Championship pair. And there's where the fans are going to be. So glad to have everybody at home getting ready for this big show.
Yeah, it sure is going to be a great show. Another major telecast, the last one here. And, man, it's been a crazy week out there. I'm sure it's been a crazy week for you. Just want to give a quick shout out to everybody out there that's keeping things running and keeping things going. So thank you guys for that. But, Tom, we've got another PBA Pick'em contest on tap today for the Masters. 10 questions for 10 grand. One of the last times you came on, you had a little bit of a rough outing. I'm hoping that you can redeem yourself here and maybe get a couple more questions right.
I thought my picks I would still live by my picks. I thought they were very well thought out. That just shows you that in bowling, anything can happen.
It sure does, man. Anything can happen. So why don't we go ahead? I'm going to throw the contest up on the screen there. Let's start rolling through here. Tom, question number one here, who is going to win the first match, Sean Maldonado or AJ Johnson?
All right. Well, I have been rooting for AJ to get his first title for a long time. And so I'm going to go with AJ in that first match.
All right, AJ Johnson. How many strikes are going to be thrown in match number two, both bowlers combined?
Well, let's see how these guys come out. Sean Maldonado is an underrated player from a strategic standpoint. He's very intelligent about how to not only score for himself, but impact the game and impact his opponent's games. And so he's very unpredictable. Sometimes he could just strike nonstop, or other times he wins a grind out, And so I think Maldi's going to be the key to this. But I'll go 11.
11. Okay. On to the next question here. How many splits will be left throughout the entire stepladder? And just so you know, Tom, recently on all the stepladders, there have been a ton of splits that are being left. Usually the number is above 6 or 7. So just to give you a little bit of background information there before you make your choice.
Yeah. Well, yeah, this condition is very difficult. It's 40 feet. It's been hard all week. And they've played them in. They've played them out. They've played them in so many different ways that again, I think this whole day is going to be really unpredictable. And I think I'll go with your tip on that and go with high number of splits. Let's go 2 times 4, 8.
All right.
Eight splits. 8. Yep.
More than 7. Love the guess there.
Okay.
What will be the overall average of all games bowled throughout the stepladder? You touched on the kind of different plans of attack there. How do you think that plays out on the TV show? Are there going to be high scores? Are going to be some lower scores or somewhere in between?
Let's see. We'll go it's the one after 206 to 210, 211 to 215. Let's go 211 to 215.
I believe 211, 215 was the answer for an earlier major this season, so I think a really solid guess there. Next question, how many spares will be missed throughout the entire stepladder? Last time, Tom, I remember you said 0. No one's going to miss any spare. And like the third frame of the first match, someone like whiffed the 10-pin or something like that.
All right. I am sticking with my personal preference on this, and will always say 0. I like to see these guys make every spare. You're going to see perfect spare shooting today.
And got to say, you got Norm Duke on the telecast, and you know Norm's a pretty dang good spare shooter there. So you got to think the chances are better of not missing any spares here.
Yeah.
All right, next question. How many strikes will be thrown in match number 3? So that will be whoever comes out of the first 2 matches versus Simo.
Simo is looking to sweep the USBC tournaments this year. He's looking to go U.S. Open, USBC Masters, and he probably would have led this tournament. if it was a traditional scoring, not a match play event.
Yep.
And he lives here in Las Vegas. He seems real comfortable, so I think he's going to have a lot of them. And I'm gonna go 13 combined.
All right, 13 combined. Next question here. Will there be a game over 265 bowled during the stepladder? I think probably about 80 to 85% of the contests we've run, the over has been hit.
Wow. I'll go under on this one, though. Under 265. Yep.
265 is a big score. Here we go. Coming down to the last couple questions here. What will be the margin of victory in the title match?
Oh, I love a close one. Yep. I'm rooting for, I'll go 6 to 10 pins within a mark. 6 to 10 pins within a mark, down to the last frame, down to the last shot.
To the wire. Yep. Okay, who is your pick? Who's going to come away victorious today?
Oh, come on. I don't think anyone in America other than
I could just select it. I could just select it. I don't even have to ask.
Other than family members of the other people, it is going to be one of the most partisan crowds nationwide and probably on site that anybody's ever seen, because what Norm Duke, as one of the greatest ambassadors in the history of the game and clearly one of the greatest players, for him to make the final, be in the championship match at age 58. He won the Masters in 1993. He won his first PBA title in 1983. None of these kids that he's bowling against on this show were born.
Right.
And it is remarkable. It's a remarkable moment in the history of sports, for Norm to be in this position. So I think everybody's going to be with him, and everybody loves him. I mean, anyone that's met Norm and loves him and what he's meant to the game. So the person that bowls against him in that match is going to have an incredible amount of respect for Norm Duke. And the only way that you can really respect someone is to give them your best, give them your A game. So nobody's going to let down. And if somebody wins and it's not Norm, we're all going to be proud of him. But I think the whole world's rooting for Norm this time.
Yeah, I think very well said there. And finally, what will be the winning score in the title match? What's Norm going to shoot, Tom?
222.
Oh, 222. I dig it. Let's click submit here. There we have it, folks. Those are Tom's picks for the USBC Masters. I think maybe last time we got 2 right. Let's try to push it here. Let's try to get up to maybe that 3 or 4 range. But I definitely think you got some great picks in here. We got another great telecast coming up. Tom, thanks for all that you guys are doing for the sport of bowling, especially out there in such crazy times. The set looks incredible. I'm going to give you here the full screen for a second so people can truly see how cool the set looks. You got the red oil out there. We got the fans where they're going to be set up. And it just looks amazing, man. It looks fantastic.
There you go.
Will your hat be making an appearance today?
No, left the hat at home. It's a little better weather here in Las Vegas, so.
Love it. All right, man. Well, thanks so much for joining me, dude. I really appreciate it. We'll have to touch base on whether or not you do better this time around, and we'll get you back on here again soon for some future contests.
Awesome. Good luck. Thanks to everybody for playing along. Thank you.
Thanks, Tom.
Bye.
All right, everybody. Well, there you have it. Tom makes his picks. Make sure you guys, if you haven't already, go to pbapick'em.com. Get your picks in for a chance to win up to $10,000 and other cool bowling prizes. You have up until 10 minutes before the show begins to get your picks in. So don't waste any time. pbapick'em.com. Get your picks in. Get in to be a part of the action. And we will talk to you guys all again soon. More fun contests coming up this week. So make sure you guys stay tuned. Take care, everybody. Best of luck to everybody. And can't wait to see what goes down on today's USBC Masters show. Take care, everybody.